Hey, welcome back. This is EC's EDC, and today we are taking a look at the SERT Penumbra 2.0. Potentially the best bang for buck backpack that I've seen in quite a while. So SERT is a company that has worked with the designer over at Alpha 19er to create the Penumbra, and you're going to see a lot of the design DNA come through this bag, similar to both the Evade and maybe even the Whitley to a degree. But let's take a look, because at 175 bucks you're getting great quality materials and just a heck of a bag in general. So on the exterior, and this is Ranger Green, by the way, there are 3 colorways that they're offering right now: black, navy, Ranger Green. I do think there's been some camo options in the past, multi-camo black, for example, but I don't know if those are available right now. So 1000D on the front of the bag, the face of the bag. As we turn the bag around, we're gonna see stretchy bottle pockets. These are sized to fit a 1 liter Nalgene, and they do quite easily. And I love stretchy bottle pockets, so I'm a big fan of these, and they've been awesome to use. And on the back, we're gonna see a 500D back panel along with a 500D underside of each one of these straps. So you're getting that 1000D sort of burlier Cordura fabric here in the front face, and then a 500D where you're gonna be wearing the bag and where it's gonna be rubbing on your clothes. So smart idea. I know 1000D can be a bit abrasive, and I think that's a good choice by SERT. Now, the bag itself, as I mentioned, it's rated for 21 liters, comes in at 3.14 pounds, and its dimensions are 18 inches tall, 12 inches wide, and 6 inches deep. And for you folks using the metric system, 1.4 kilos, 45 centimeters by 30 centimeters by 15 centimeters. Now, we'll get into the inside, but the last bit of material we haven't talked about yet is the interior, which is a 210 ripstop. All the different colors will offer a different ripstop color. All the different interiors, offer a different ripstop, and this one comes in a Coyote. So let's take a look a little deeper at the front of the bag. Right off the bat, you're gonna notice, and you may be probably already picked up on this bag's got a bit of a tactical appearance, and rightly so. SERT is sort of in that world. So some of the features you're gonna see can be used in many applications. First off, we've got little bits of webbing that we'll find all around the bag. These are going to be for compression straps that SERT gives you when you purchase the bag. This comes with 2 sets, and they are split bar, so you can just slide them on. These can function as attachment points to cinch gear down the front of the bag, in addition to creating actual compression straps inside of the bag. I didn't find myself using them. I thought the bag was a great size, so I wasn't trying to make it any smaller. But the fact that they do come with those are a great touch. Now, here at the bottom of the front panel, we do have one giant compartment, and they've got 2 zippers, one on each side, so that you can access this from either side when you swing it over. Now, the inside of this bag, or the inside of this compartment rather, is lined with loop material. So as I mentioned before, this has a tactical appearance to a degree, and you could probably put some larger items in here. I would throw an admin panel in here, add some additional organization in the direction I'd probably want to sling the bag most. So you've got some options, and if you didn't want to do either of those things, I do here have a iPad Air, and the iPad does fit in there perfectly. It's an 11-inch, by the way. I'm not sure the 13-inch would fit, but the 11-inch fits in there no problem. So if you're looking for an easy place to get to your tech, if that's how you're set up, that could be a viable option. Now, as we go towards the top of the bag in the front, we have a larger than normal loop field with a patch. This comes with the bag. This is a 2x3 patch, just so you can see the difference. I think this is probably 4 inches wide, but they do give you the silencer when you purchase the bag. Now, the top pocket is pretty spacious. I will say that if you put a lot of stuff into this pocket, there's another pocket on the inside of the bag, and they do sort of fight for space. So don't overpack one, try to spread your items out between those to really get the most out of that top of the panel. But decent space, more than enough volume for the quick access items that I would want. And I do appreciate a quick access pocket, even though, you know, it's not super easy to get to when the bag's on body. One last thing to mention here, we do have a little nylon hyper garage. I think that's a nice touch. And the zippers that we're looking at here in the front are YKK reverse coils. These are number 8s, I believe. All right, so top of the bag, we've got a handle, very standard handle, no padding, 1.5 inch webbing, sewn over and stitched down on itself, bar tacked along the sides. On each side, there are 2 little spots for you to lash your gear to, throw a carabiner or a hero clip onto. And we do then see the tech access zipper, and we've got the large main cavity zipper. These number 10s, butter smooth, super smooth, and you can just rip the bag open with little effort, and I really like that. So before we get on the inside, we're gonna just continue along the exterior. So onto that 500D back panel, no mesh. This is just 500D, but you do have some EVA foam in here. It is very dense, it's very comfortable. I actually really liked it a lot, even though it didn't have any foam to add in the ventilation. The underside of the straps, also 500D. So those touch points aren't on the 1000D. It's a little bit better for your skin, a little bit better for your clothing, and shouldn't cause quite as much abrasion. We're gonna see more of those webbing attachment points. This is where you could use them for compression straps. You could also use this to create a luggage pass-through. So if you're looking to travel with this bag, you could set those up here, deploy them as needed, and you got something you can stick your roller luggage trolley through and, you know, make your way through the airport. Down below, we have slightly larger webbing bits sewn in. This is gonna be for added hip belts. Any third-party hip belt's probably gonna fit in here if they use gatekeepers. And it's nice that they added that, though I don't think I'd find myself using a hip belt on a bag of this size. It is just 21 liters. Straps come with some strap management. So we have those elastic keepers down here. Plastic hardware, I do think it's from Duraflex. Actually, I don't know, don't quote me on that. But the bag also comes with a removable sternum strap, which also has a little keeper to keep the dangly bits contained. This is removable and adjustable via the split bar. So if you want to flip it around or just take it off, you can do so. Now for the bottom of the bag, you see we've got some webbing, adding additional modularity. I didn't use it, but it's here if you want it. And then lastly, you know, we've got these bottle pockets, and they're great. They've got a nice big gusset at the bottom, so they expand to take the larger Nalgene, and as long as the bag is packed, the smaller bottles stay in pretty well. So next up, let's get to the inside. So this is a full clamshell bag. These YKK zippers are super smooth. And inside you're gonna see that Coyote 210 ripstop material. And as I remove the rest of my stuff from this 21-liter backpack, we're gonna see this foam padded area and more webbing, right? So more places to add attachments, more attachment points to add things, I should say, and giving you the ability to really customize this backpack. Now, this is where your tech is stored. You can access it from here in the main cavity. This just folds over, but you can also get to it from the dedicated zip that gives you a little bit more streamlined access. Now, it's worth noting, it's not a separated location, so from either zipper you can get into the bag. And inside I have, it's actually probably harder to do it this way. So inside I have a 16-inch MacBook Pro. I also have that iPad. So that's what is inside the little tech area. And again, it is padded. Ooh, we got a zipper snag. It is padded and gives you plenty of protection. It's also raised up off the bottom by about 1 inch, so it's suspended as well. On the other side, we have the inside of the panel, and we've got 2 pockets. One large, very thick, robust mesh pocket that you can see through, and then we have an opaque pocket behind the 210 ripstop where I've just got a couple small pouches stored in there. These are the 2 pockets I mentioned earlier. They will sort of fight for space. So if you put a lot in here, this bulges a little bit, and if you put a lot in here, this becomes a little bit less usable. But there are gussets, so this does expand a good amount. It's not a big deal, but they do kind of like, you know, they're butt to butt, so they do back into each other. So that is the SERT Penumbra 2.0. It's a 21-liter bag. Still can't believe this thing is 175 bucks. It is too good to be true, as, you know, a bag with these great materials, thoughtful design, protecting your tech, stretchy bottle pockets, very comfortable. You'd expect to pay way more than that. So the fact that they're offering this at a very reasonable price point is pretty incredible. So that is the Penumbra 2.0. Sort of walkthrough. I've had it for about a month or so and using it on and off, rotating between other bags, but I do really like it. Pros, bang for buck. $175, you're getting an excellent bag, great design, very comfortable, plenty of storage, great bottle pockets or side pockets, and on top of that, made with great materials. You can't beat 175 bucks for this bag. Now, if you want to nitpick and talk about some of the things you might not like, it's got that tactical vibe, so that could be an instant stop for you. If you can get past it, I think you're gonna really have a great experience with this bag. Worth noting, the loop field is a little larger than normal, so I don't know how particular you are, but that might be something to consider. And it does have a 5-year warranty, which is great. You know, it's 175 bucks. You want to see a lifetime warranty on bags, especially a bag like this that maybe you're going to put through its paces, but at least there is a 5-year warranty. So overall, fantastic bag. Great job, SERT. I think this is an excellent bang for buck. Definitely going to be one of the things I talk about for a while. And compared to other bags that potentially are priced in similar ranges. So thank you for stopping by. If you have any questions about the SERT or me using it, please drop them below. And I will see you in the next one. But until then, take care and have a great day.